We are rocking this outfit and this 2-3 day old hair because I needed to show up for you today because I wanted to talk to you about something very important to me. And I didn't want to bother changing and messing with it because that's just a whole thing. That doesn't need to happen because we're tight, we're friends. Like, you just want me to be here for you, right? Right? Okay. So I want to talk to you today about a content team, a social media marketing team. Now, I know that you're watching this video because you're curious. What is it that Desiree does? How does her team work? How does she make all of the magical things happen for her customers? And maybe we're interested in working with her too. Or maybe you're just like, I want to know what goes into a team. Wait, what? A social media manager is just one person? Like, they're just not these infinite beings of knowledge that can do everything all magically in one job title? No. Okay, the answer to that one is definitely no. Okay, so it takes a village. It's a whole process. It's a whole thing. So I want to take you on a journey of what our agency looks like from like a team member's perspective, what they do. So if you're trying to figure this out for yourself, you know where to start, what to do, what to look for. And of course, if you're interested in learning more, we're here to help you with that. So first and foremost, your girl's name, Desiree Martinez. I am here to help you on your social media journey, to help you with all of the social media things for your business. Now, I am where it all starts. I am the creative. I'm the person kind of in charge. I'm usually helping you through what you need to know. I'm asking you how things work for you, what's going on. Like, we're going to have the initial conversation before I present you to the team, and then they can get things from you. But you and I still have a lot of like client facing things that we do together. But there are 4 members to my team. Me, who's at the top from like a sales, operations, creating standpoint. 2 is our project manager. She's in charge of the calendar and all the things getting done. 3 is our social media manager. She's in charge of messaging and scheduling. And 4 is our content creator. She's in charge of all the pretty things that our clients see and get posted up on the interwebs. So let's break down each role so you know what each one does and how they work. So first and foremost, All-in-One Social Media was founded in 2015 with the mission to help military spouses work anywhere that they're stationed around the world by doing social media management for businesses that are focused on doing what they do best, which is running their business, and they don't necessarily have time for social media, but they do want it done. My company is very focused on like the culture of military life. We understand what they're going through and how things work, so we can understand when things are going on. And when you have a company that understands your culture, like, you tend to thrive and do well. We don't have a very high turnover, and we have a really awesome foundational team. And when we bring new people on, they stick around for a long time. Now, back in the day when we started in September 2015, our packaging was very much like, we're just going to handle everything for you. It's very much the situation of like, they didn't have to do anything. We just took care of it. They would sometimes ask us to post stuff and we would do it. And then they just basically just showed up for the billing every single month. It was very easy. It was very hands-off, and everyone loved it. And that's because that's where social media was. That's effective all of them years ago. Fast forward to where we are now, which is 2023 at the time of this recording, and it's very different. And I think that truly to be effective on social media, you have to do 2 things. You have to be collaborative and you have to be doing video, which is why we've totally pivoted how we function. We've pivoted frequently to adapt to the changes in social media, but right now our current packaging offerings include TikTok and other vertical video management and content creation for you. And we work together to make that happen. And so I had to spend a year. I spent like almost all of 2022 trying to figure out what the hell to offer to people, because the platforms were hard. I didn't have the right tools to collect things. I couldn't schedule things. There's a lot of missing pieces. And I do not like to sell or offer a product that isn't good and effective. It was a very rough year. My goals in 2022 had nothing to do with helping the agency. I just had to wait for things to come around. But now they do. And so our team is in place and they have been trained up to adapt to what is going on now. And I think that this is what you can benefit from too. Let's say that you and I have had a conversation, like, you're on board, we're gonna move forward. I've taught you how the tools work and what we're gonna do, and we're gonna move forward. You're gonna fill out our new client questionnaire so everyone on our team has the same understanding of what you're about, what you offer, what your voice is, your competitors, all of that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna walk you through how we're going to collect content from you, which is using a tool we like called Story Prompt, where we are going to basically ask you questions or have you do something in short little video clips so that we can then turn them into the content that will be posted online. You only need about 15 minutes a week to do this, max. It's going to be so easy for you to just pull out your camera and like do the recording. It's very, very, very simple. Okay, so then we're going to head over to stage 2, which is where you're going to talk to our team. We use a tool called Basecamp for all of our project management, and you're going to be introduced to our project manager. Now, our project manager She gonna get ya, okay? She will find you. She will hunt you down. And she will make sure that all of the things are getting done. I've gotten many of mean text messages from her because I have been late getting her stuff, okay? So she's in charge of the schedule. She's taken our notes, our package proposal that we've given to you, and she knows, okay, they're doing this. This is what the timeline is going to be for when the content creator does something, when the social media manager does something, when you're supposed to do something, when I'm supposed to do something. And she coordinates the schedule to make sure that everything is getting done with deadlines and quality control. And she rocks at it. I've worked with her for years and she is great, but having a project manager that understands your system, your flow for how you're gonna get things done, assigning tasks to people and keeping up with communication is vital to social media success. There's so many different moving parts and so many different team members often that you need to make sure someone understands the overall flow of everything so that it can be managed and done effectively. Without her, the system doesn't work very well. So next we have our social media manager. Now our social media manager is in charge of messaging for content as well as hashtags and search terms that we're using within our social media. She's usually up to date with like what's happening on social platforms from a perspective like what is it that is doing best right now? Like how does messaging work best on Instagram? How does messaging work best on LinkedIn? What are the little nuances that we need to do to make these things work better? And then she's using our scheduling tool, which we use Sendable at our agency, to manage everything so that it can get published the way that it's supposed to at the time that it's supposed to. She's able to use the analytics and the data that's available through Creator Studios and also through Sendable so that she can make the best judgment on what is the best time to post based on like when your audience needs things to go up so that has the maximum chance for viewage. But she also works with our fourth job, which is the content creator, to make sure that the content she's creating supports the messaging that the client is on track for, and also making sure that the content matches what her messaging is that she's putting together. So the fourth member of our team is our content creator. Now she's in charge of all the pretty things. What you want from your content creator is someone who understands the platforms. These are people that consume on the platform and create on the platform. When I found my content creator, she was already a very decent, solid creator on TikTok. And I'm like, I need someone who understands how to create because my social media manager is amazing with the words and scheduling and stuff. She's not a creative, and that's always been her role. We worked with a company before that took care of graphics and stuff, but we have since pivoted away from graphics because it's not super relevant or necessary nowadays. So we needed a video creator that could communicate with our clients and come up with the right ideas and make the videos work the way that they're supposed to, maybe making any edits or putting things together so that it works the way that it's supposed to. So she is the one that usually our clients see the most of because they literally see her face in our story prompts where she's asking questions or asking to do something, or she's the one that's actually like taking pictures of stuff and showing how to do things. As we do have some clients that we create the content for them. It's a much higher dollar client, but they send us products and then like we photograph it or do videos for it and stuff like that. So it's really just kind of that like piece of it. So the content creator creates the videos and your images and she like understands what's going on. And then she communicates with social media manager to make sure that all the content is met by that deadline that's put in place by the project manager to make sure the content is up, the messaging matches to get scheduled and goes where it's supposed to go. So we have 4 members of our team, me, sales, content, customer relations, our project manager is in charge of schedule, making sure everything gets done the way it's supposed to and it's the quality that we expect. 3, we have our social media manager and she's in charge of messaging and scheduling. And 4 is our content creator. She's in charge of making everything that you see online. Now, if you're going to have one person doing this, this needs to be their full-time job. This should not be something that someone else is doing in addition to something else. Like I didn't say I'm a digital marketer and I also do all the social media, or I am an assistant and I also do the social media. Like it's not going to work as well as you would like. You're not even including things like doing YouTube marketing or blogging or email, right? We have all these pieces that go into our team and there are so many things that need to go into making social media effective for you. Social media isn't just posting and being done and hoping for the best. So if you want to be effective in your social media strategy, I want you to be right here. I'm going to go into what you need to do to be successful with it.